Hello and welcome to another craft video with me, Ruth Hamilton. Today I'm going to be making my second card with the 24th craft kit from Tonic Studios. In my last video you can see a nice little shaker card which I made, shaker easel card, which I made with the dies and papers from the kit. This time I'm going to use some of the dies and some of the papers from the little 6x6 paper pad to make something quite different. Just a different shaped card. Just show you something different that you can do with some of the same things. So I'm going to start off with a 6x6 card, and I have already cut two pieces of paper from the rainbow pad, one of them to 14.5 centimeters by 14.5 and this one to 14 centimeters by 14 centimeters. So I'm going to attach this one on top of the larger one before I actually attach them to the card itself. So just a little tonic glue on the back there and press down. Now for the next bit I have used the large die. See the large one that I used for the easel card in the last video? But I haven't used this part this time. I've basically just cut this little folded part with an extra piece, and then when you take it off you're left with this little shape here, and I've done that twice, so I've got two of these. And what I'm going to do then is fold this piece back, leaving this piece intact. It doesn't actually matter if that's not straight because you're not going to see it at the end. What I'm going to do then is attach this in here, in here and in here, and give a nice little folded part to the front of the card. I've just folded these pieces over, and in this part here, that's where I'm going to add the glue on both of them. So just a little bit in there and there, and then if I lay this piece on my glass mat, I'm sure you may have a different way of figuring out where the centre is, but I try to centre this on the glass mat, and then it helps to get pieces lined up. Just pop this in behind and then I can see if that's centered, and there we are. Slide it into place and attach it, and that's nicely glued on the back. And as I say, this part's probably not even straight. Well, I can see it's not, but it doesn't really matter because it's not going to be seen on the final card. So there we are, and they're nicely lining up, and pop that into place. So there you are, and then when I've got that done I can put glue all over the back of it and attach that to the card. There we go. Up into the corners, and then always just remember you've got the card the right way around before you stick it down, and there you are. So there we are, and that's the actual front of the card there. So I've gone ahead and I've cut out two little pieces of paper still from the pad there, and they measure, I think it's 5.5, yeah, 5.5 wide by 10.5 centimeters long, and I'm going to attach those to the front. So the paper is actually double-sided, and this is the same paper that I've actually used on the inside there on a different sheet, and I'm just using the lilac-y coloured stuff to go on this piece here and attach that on there. There you are. And now for the next bit I have used the main pattern die from the set. I've cut that out in white card again. That's a really lovely shape. You can do lots of things with that piece. And I'm just going to glue it on here, and then that will be the nice little element that you see when you open this. So just some glue around the circle and bits on the outside there, not too much because you don't want it all seeping through. There we are, and just press that down there. And there you are so far. Okay, so there's some little circle dies in the set as well, and I have used the largest one, and then I've skipped one and used the next one, and I've just taped them together, die cut them on white card, and the resulting pieces then are the ring and the inner circle, which has a lovely little detail around the outside. So what I'm going to do now then is make sure it's facing up and I've got the front of it. I'm going to pop this piece, hold it down so that I can see that it's sort of central over the two sides there, and put some glue on just on the one side. Pop that down like so. There we are. And oops, not quite centered. There we are. That's it. And then for this piece, the easiest way to get that just in the right position there is, rather than put the glue on the back of the circle, what I'm going to do is just hold this down, and then I know that I need glue in here, so just pop the glue on there. Set the circle into place and hold it for a second or two. And there you are. One ring and one circle that fits through. Now to decorate the inside of the card, I've gone ahead and with this large sort of scalloped serrated edge circle die, I've cut out some of the lilac pattern paper again, just to bring it together with the front, and I'm going to attach that on the inside here. Just put that on the center, and then I've used the next size circle down, which is this one, on some white card with It's Your Day, the little stamp from the set. You see it there, and I've stamped that in some black ink and just going to pop that on inside there. So you'll see that whenever you open the little kind of gatefold attachment that I've put onto the card. Now, one last thing just to keep that inside, I've actually done this on the last card that I did, if you want to have a look at the video. I've popped some of the yellow paper just in behind where the balloons are there, and I'm going to paper piece them into these two spots here. So a little bit, it's just to bring the yellow from the outside and coordinate it together. So pop some glue in there, and then I shall lift these out of the die. Yep, there, and that just fits perfectly in there. Ties that all together. And we'll grab this bit with the tweezers and just pop that in there, and I think that gives a really nice effect. It's bringing the three colours together again, and that's how that looks. I'll pop this out of the road. So there we are, It's Your Day. And then on the outside, on this circle here, what I've done is I have used a little, it's a kind of a wreath die, you see it there? With the same lilac paper, and I'm just going to attach that on. This is the same paper from the paper pad set again, in the kit. I turn this round so that I remember I've got it facing me, yep, right way up. I'll leave that open, and I'm just going to pop that on there. Now, what I've done is I've used these other little dies from the set here. You can see one says Celebrate, sorry, this way up, and I've used the Celebrate on the last card that I did, if you remember to look back at that video. And then there's Happy and Birthday and matching back plates for them. So what I've done is I have cut out the Happy and the Birthday in the lilac card, and I have cut out the backing plates both in white. So I'm just going to glue these on to the backing plates like so. Yeah, the right way up would be good. There we are. And press down. There's the happy. And then we'll just put some glue on the birthday and do the same thing. There we are. Too much glue. And pop that on there. So now we've got happy birthday. And I'm going to use some 3D foam pads to just put this, attach this to the front of the card. So just a couple there, 1, 2 and 3 and that. Turn that over. And 1, 2, 3. There we are. And then this is going to be just on the front of the card here. We happy birthday. 1, 2, 3. Oh, go on. And that matches really nicely. Just pop it up sideways like that, where you can see the star in behind. 1, 2, 3. There we are. Just make sure that none of those are overlapping the circle there that opens the front of the card. So there we are so far. This part just opens up, and then you've got that inside. To finish the card, I want to decorate these side panels. So I've cut two strips, each measuring 2.5 centimeters wide by 10 centimeters long, and then I've cut just a little tail into both of them. And I'm going to just glue these down on the front panel. Just a little drop of tacky glue again. There we are. Pop that on there at the top center, and the same with this one. And then there's another tiny little die in the set. I'll just make sure I get that centered and the same at each side. Yep, that's it. So there's a tiny little die in the set. I don't know if you can see it there. Whoopsie, it is tiny. And there are two little, what would you call them? Squiggles, squirrels, whatever. And two little stars. So what I've done is just die cut that in white. And I know it's very tiny detail, but I just liked it at the top. So I'm just going to put one little star up there. And one of these little pieces coming down from the star there, and then we'll just do the same on the other side. That's now, I think if you have a look at the last video I did, I showed all the different pieces that were in the kit, and I've written at the bottom of it, so I just want to say it on this one, so in case you haven't read. But there's actually a £10 voucher inside the 2nd anniversary kit for you to spend online. So there it is, there's a £10 voucher inside the kit to spend online, and that's celebrating 2 years of the Tonic Studios Craft Kits. There's also two little things that weren't in my kit, but that's just because I got mine early and they are on their way, I hear. And one of them is a key ring, a beautiful little key ring in the shape of the Nuvo drops, and the other one is a binder for putting your files in. So I know everyone looks forward to all the little extra goodies, and you'll be very pleased when you see what's coming in this one. So as you can see, I actually thought I had finished, and then I decided to add just a few of the Nuvo Crystal Gems. So there are 3 sizes in them, and I've picked out the centre one, the middle size, and I've just added one on top of each of the stars. So that's one each side and on there. And there you are. I didn't put anything like that on the inside because obviously this has got to close over it. And then on the inside of the card I just put glued on a piece of 14.5 by 14.5 in this patterned paper, layered up 2 of the circular die cuts, and then I used the other little die again. I cut it in white this time, and then I just cut it in half, put some glue on the back and slipped each half in behind the back of this. So this is where you can write, and it's nicely decorated up to match the front of the card. So there you are. That is it finished this time. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you do, please like and please subscribe to my channel. It's pretty new and I'm just getting going with it, and I would appreciate if anyone would like to subscribe. Thank you very much.